Hey, namaste, guys. Celebrity to Rose, Sky Goddess here. I was trying to make this a comment under the last video I did for Pisces celebs. Because I kind of wanted it to be under the most recent video. Um, but I noticed, the comment section is a bit funny in terms of how the comments are arrayed. Um, we're aligned. And so it's a bit like nonsensical, like it doesn't really sound like people are gonna probably be a bit confused. So I did do a video. I think I'm gonna put the link to that video under this video that I did last year on another account about the blood sacrifices made in the entertainment industry. Okay, not just the music industry. And I said this many a times. A lot of times, well, how things coming out of the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, which I spoke about the age thing, like how people, well, how are we sure of anything? It's like, I don't know why in the back of my head, I'm like thinking to myself, did we just exit the age of Pisces or the age of Capricorn? And do the ages, they go forward or they go backwards? You feel what I'm trying to say, in like a retrograde kind of like seemingly motion. And so I'm not going to talk about that because I'm not going to go off track. But I was thinking to myself that. And I anyways, I'll be like, with the whole sacrificing thing. So we have, I was led to talk about people, um, destinies being stolen. And it's like that damn, that Jacob and no wonder, that Jacob and Esau kind of like situation, swapping of birthrights in some, sense. And but some people are super protected, that even if, just know that they will always, we will always get the victory at the end of the day. And if you try to swap destinies with somebody who's super chosen and sent here to do some great works, you in serious trouble. The embarrassment that you're gonna face is just gonna lead some people to become suicidal. The embarrassment they will face. I actually saw a celebrity in the astral in during an astral travel that I had months ago, in that frequency, a very disgraceful, embarrassed frequency. And you find that these people, they are so desperate to be elites or to be in a certain group that they resort to using black magic, sorcery. As a matter of fact, it began with their parents slash, or maybe grandparent or grandparents, or their a parent, okay, who's into sorcery, black magic, witchcraft. And these people, they take on other people's destinies. And that's why they have to be sacrificing so much. And what I explained in that video about sacrificial offerings in the entertainment industry, the entertainment industry. And I touched on, I think I touched on, or was that dealt with separately, the whole Travis Scott thing, and Astral World and stuff like that. That cycle has come to an end, of people doing these blood sacrifices, because guess what, the blood of the innocents, they're crying out. And when I say innocent, I don't mean people who are holier than thou. People who didn't do you anything, but you spilled their blood for your own benefit. That's what I mean. And the blood of the innocent are crying, innocence. They're crying out, and spirit is advocating for them. I remember another astral travel that I had, and it was so vivid. It was like I was being given an assignment to work for primordial beings. And it was, like some Men in Black kind of ish. But these were huge beings. They looked like humans, but they were huge. They were tall, really. Not really like fat, but like tall. You know? That one was really handsome. Oh my God. And, my God, it's like it's coming clearer and clearer to me now what this assignment is. And it's not just one particular, topic, or assignment. It's like I be working with spirit. I'm so I feel so privileged, to that's a wonderful job. And so, because I have no appetite for the matrix, for the corporate world. Not my cup of tea. I like working for spirit. I don't gotta deal with people and their dramas, other than getting them the download or the truth about them via astral travels or epiphanies, random realizations. And that's coming to an end. And these babies who are supposed to be born, they're crying out for justice. Because a lot of times when you saw a lot of these celebrity women looking pregnant, they were a lot of, I'm not saying all the times, okay, because sometimes you get a little puffy stomach. But I'm telling you, because I spoke about that in that video that I uploaded months ago on that other channel. A lot of them were pregnant. And it's something that they do as a ritual. They get knocked up and they commit abortions. And that's a form of that's transformation. Yeah, Scorpio, death and transformation. That's a form of sacrifice to boost their careers. But it comes to that point, and you wonder why sometimes some of them, they fade into the background, the dust. But guess what? Then they come with something else, because they always want to be in the spotlight. You feel what I'm trying to say? And some people just don't want other people to get their chance on the Wheel of Fortune. They just always want to have some form of dominance and influence to manipulate who gets a chance on the Wheel of Fortune. And in doing that, they cause the Wheel of Fortune to not really malfunction, but to act like a bitch. Like we saw with the, you know what I mean. The smart people will catch on. Yeah. So, a lot of them, they do get to the point where they're no longer able to conceive. Because they done fuck the womb up. And that's the truth. And some of them, they get children via surrogacy. Like, they pretend to be pregnant whilst another woman is carrying the baby, and yada, yada, yada. Some of them, because so I'm not a medical doctor, but I don't know, sometimes I just know things and it turns out to be right. Surrogacy is not just a particular way. Surrogacy can be the egg gets fertilized inside of another woman and then gets transferred to, the other woman's womb. Because the problem is with some women, it's not the inability to really um carry a baby. It's the inability to be able to fertilize to get fertilized, right? It's the inability to get fertilized. And some of them, it is the inability to produce eggs. So the womb gets fucked up and can get fucked up in a variety of ways. Okay? Some is the inability to be able to produce eggs. Some is the inability, they may produce eggs, but their wombs won't allow fertilization, right? Some of them, um though they may get pregnant and they get fertilized, the egg gets fertilized, they're unable to carry these babies. So it varies. Their wombs get fucked up in varying ways. So there are varying levels to surrogacy, and that's what spirit's telling me. Okay, so I okay, yeah, I just remember I was laying down reminiscing on a beautiful moment, and out of nowhere, the epiphany came to me, the message from Apollo, Mercury. And I like to say Mercury. Okay, I don't, do I sound stupid saying that? Mercury. Okay, I don't know, because there's emphasis on the eyes, because there are two eyes. But, I was like, is Rihanna having twins? It just came out of no fucking where. I was like, it just, this is like a documentation of my own spiritual experiences to see how, correct certain ish is. Like, because when you're a spiritualist, people are like, oh, you fucking crazy. And like, saying things before they happen and they actually happen. How you explain that? You're saying I'm crazy? Say again? Because I got that download, okay? That message came to me. And it turned out that message was accurate as F. So say again, I'm not crazy. I'm just special. I'm just great. I'm just chosen. And you just jealous, and that's why you say I'm crazy. Simple. Sigma bitch. Okay? So is she pregnant with twins? And if she is, it's definitely in vitro fertilization. I'm not saying women cannot naturally conceive and give birth to twins, conceive with twins and give birth to them, because we know that's not true. Okay, women naturally can, but a lot of these women, these celebrity women to be specific, you notice how a lot of times, you find a good amount of them like have given birth to twins and shit like that. A lot of these pregnancies were via in vitro fertilization, which is because of the same sacrificial thing that I mentioned. And I'm not saying every one of them who had in vitro. It's because they sacrificed their womb and it's fucked up. I'm saying most. Feel what I'm trying to say? And who the cap fits, let them wear it. Damn. Show me stone in a pig pen. Whoever squeal out at them get licked. Hallelujah. So, yeah. So a lot of these, celebrity women, not just even celebrity women, even some of these everyday women, they'd be like, you hear, they're pregnant with twins, triplets. A lot of times it's in vitro. That's not natural conception. And nobody can get upset. Natural conception is, we know how that goes, okay? And this is not a needle, okay? At least not the man-made kind. We know what I mean. God-made, spirit-made needle. Hell is this. So there's natural and the unnatural way of conception. Okay? And then if it's in vitro, how the hell did she get Jay's sperm up in that egg? Whether it's her egg or somebody else's egg. Because we don't know why the issue is, whether she's able to get fertilized, or whether it's not being able to get fertilized or not being able to produce an egg. Okay, but either way, how the hell did she get the sperms? Like, you can't collect one sperm. What the hell is this? In one drop of sperm, of secretion, I should say, male secretion is like, how many millions of sperms they say, or thousands, something like that. A lot of them. So how did she get his sperms? Go figure, guys. Like it's easy. Like if you got if your brain be clicking, you'll figure out how that shit goes. Like desperate times calls for desperate measures, and some women will do anything to achieve a particular purpose. And let me tell you something. You may ask, why the fuck would somebody go through such great lengths of getting pregnant for somebody who's married? You really have never come across them bitches in your lifetime who they're just miserable and just hateful. But if you're not spiritual, you're not gonna see that they're hateful bitches because they hide that shit. They're two-faced. But they're really hateful. And they just like to fuck up people's lives. So, because like being really hateful, that's what it really means. They just like to fuck people's lives up. They don't think about their own happiness. Is this gonna benefit me? Is this not gonna? It's all about trying to spite somebody. Even the success that they've acquired, it was out of being competitive. It was never out of what really benefits them, as well as it might also be out of fear, which they may go hand in hand. We know them type of people. Stop acting like every wicked person is poor as fuck, or vice versa. That's not the freaking case. You have people what inspires them, like the alpha type. Yeah, that's why no offense, not discriminating, but I just don't like that personality type. It's the truth. It's just really obnoxious, really curmudgeon, also two-faced, very opportunistic, and evil. I don't know why people try to aspire to be alphas. That's you like having that, crab in a barrel mentality. That's you being a bully. That's just what it is when you're alpha. That's what it tells me, dog or biatch. You don't tell me that you're ambitious because everything you do to outdo the rest of the pack. You don't really care about what benefits the rest of the pack as long as you get your attention and you're chosen to be leader, whether that was, which most likely ain't spiritual. Because like spirit don't deal with arrogant ass motherfuckers. And for me, alphas are arrogant as F. It's the truth. I don't really know about the Omega types, but all I know is that I'm a Sigma bitch, and I love being Sigma. A lot of the other personality types, they're so fucking toxic, especially Alpha. I don't really know about the others, but I do know, and I think Alpha was pretty much the first personality type I ever heard about or learned about, and I knew immediately I wasn't an Alpha, but I wasn't some puny ass bitch either. I also knew that. I knew I belonged to a great personality type group, which I later discovered is Sigma, which is the rarest it's the rarest um personality type in the world. And that's really sad. Because if you look up the traits of a Sigma, that's perfection. And I'm not tooting my own horn. When I realized that I had the ticks for all them for all the attributes of a Sigma bitch, I was like, well, damn. But I was so elated. I was like, yeah. Because I always felt like I was not a part of the status quo, or I I was not a part of the tomfoolery, the games, the matrix. Following these algorithms, I knew I wasn't a part of it. I was like, I've always been outside looking in. I'd be like, mm-hmm. So even alphas, they move to the beat of the algorithms set by the gods. These guys be crazy or something. Some of them. And they're moving also to it, playing the games, competing, killing each other. That's what these other personality types be doing. That's what they be doing. Like get a hold of your fucking selves. Like just please. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Stop moving to the beat of the rhythm that these, I'm not talking all of these gods, but these sadistic ones have set. This rhythmic beat, that's supposed to be, that's not even rhythmic. That's just psychopathic. And yeah, crazy. So I'm gonna leave it there. So we will see though. Maybe she having a boy and a girl. And we gonna see how accurate that is. But man, but all of that's coming to an end where people be, sacrificing, blah blah blah, and even like, families trying to sacrifice the black sheep. That shit's over with. All them motherfuckers are part of that family system, or um I don't even like to call them motherfuckers family. Like, I maybe I'm being petty. Um, Relatory system. Damn, I'd rather say that shit. Not and even that makes me want to throw up. To think that some of us are even related to some of these fucked up, toxic, narcissistic people. I don't like to think of it. Moreover, to say it, because you got to think before you say shit. I don't even like thinking of it. Moreover, to say it. You feel what I'm trying to say? But guys, I'm gonna see. Okay, namaste. I said I want to do for Virgo celebrities today. I am gonna do that. Okay. Oh, by the way, well, obviously it's gonna be posted today. So March 27, 2022. Okay, that's the day we at.